What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. Today we're diving back into Battleworld, and we have the rundown of what's happening here. Korvac is the power behind all of this. This Earth made up of different sections from out the timeline, which means we have a whole bunch of individuals from the Spirit Rider to Old Man Hank Pym to our King Thor. But this comic begs the question, what happens when we throw Arcade into the mix? What happens when Battleworld meets MURDERWORLD? Now, in the time that has followed since the last issue, Hank Pym has been hard at work. He's been slowly trying to figure out exactly what's going on here, how this all works, and how he might be able to beat Korvac, or at the very least get home. By all logical standards, this world, it shouldn't be held together. It shouldn't be able to sustain gravity or an atmosphere. This means that Korvac is using his powers to hold all of this in place, all of it together. If he's using this amount of power, it means there might be an opportunity to fight him. If he has to focus all his power on keeping this together, it means that all of his power can't be used in a fight. But as he is deep in research, this is when Storm, Spider-Man, the Avenging Wasp, they all show up because they have a crisis. They have an emergency. Warbird, Luke Cage, and King Thor, they were all kidnapped. They were all taken by Arcade. At first, Hank Pym, he doesn't really want anything to do with this. He's like, you guys can go figure this out. You guys can go save them. But when he hears Arcade, when he hears that name, this is when he has second thoughts. Because this old man, Hank Pym, him and Arcade got history. Back when he ran Avengers Academy, Arcade had taken some of the kids, kidnapped them, threw them into his games. People died. So he knows that in Arcade's dominion, his power is godlike. The place itself is impenetrable. But the Avenging Wasp also knows that if you're anything like my Hank, you stayed up night and day till you figured out a way to take him down. In case he ever came back again, you made sure you knew how to stop him. And the same is to go with this Hank Pym. Now, as we are taken to MURDERWORLD, we pick up with the Absorbing Man, Titania, Arcade. They are currently watching the battle of the Spirit Rider versus Giselle. And as the two battle against one another, people keep on waiting for the penance stare, and the Spirit Rider's like, I have no idea what the hell you guys are talking about. People keep on saying, do the penance stare, do the penance stare. Like, I don't know what that is. But getting a notification that there's some things going on the surface, he sends his minions to figure out what's happening. As they make their way down there, this is when Bucky comes up and he hits Absorbing Man in human form. Taking him down, Titania's ready to just smash them to smithereens. Like, you just knocked my husband in the back of the head. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't crush you into a little ball right here, right now. But this is when Hank jumps in, and Hank is able to successfully convince her to stop working for Arcade. I know this isn't what you want, this isn't what you want to do. So if you work with us, if you help me out here a little bit, once we take down Arcade, all of this is yours. So long as you don't do exactly what Arcade is doing. And she reluctantly, she agrees. She breaks her communicator, she drags her husband off, and she says that that's all the time that you're gonna get. So you better make that time count. Now, as we pick up nearby, our Spirit Rider, she lost. And in keeping with the game rules, our witch, our sorceress, has no other option but to kill the Spirit Rider. But when the Spirit Rider rises up, cries out for vengeance, Arcade says that we're not gonna have any of this. Because the first rule of MURDERWORLD, fights start and stop when Arcade says so. As the very earth underneath our Spirit Rider, it comes up and it clasps around her, squishes her. It is just showing the true godlike power that Arcade has when he's inside his domain. But is that god power enough to face a real god? King Thor comes in and he punches. He smashes. The help of Luke Cage and Warbird, they're throwing everything they have at it. But Arcade's force field is one hell of an impenetrable thing. It doesn't have infinite energy, but it is damn close. as he pushes them back. As Arcade rises up, he tells them that he rules this place, that he controls every atom in this place. And truth be told, he's been waiting some time for somebody to truly test out his tech. This tech was specifically designed to take on someone like Thor, or the shield was at least designed to be able to take the blows. This is where he reverses that tech, and now he uses it offensively. Striking Thor, it blows his armor off of his body, the nanites filling up the air that he breathes. Arcade admits that he's impressed with everything that's in his body, everything that he got hit with. Even Thor should have exploded by now. Arcade has suppressed the all-power, and of course he did. Arcade says that this is the first thing, magic shielding was the first thing that he invested in. This is when Hank shows up. And through a little bit of dialogue, we learn that Arcade has yet to hit the Avengers. He has yet to go after the Academy, but he is so delighted to hear that he was successful, that he was able to do it. But he does make Hank an offer that you can join me, help me in my project, beef up MURDERWORLD, help me take this thing mobile, and you can rule by my side. But Hank's only response is, I'm gonna give you one chance to surrender. Otherwise, this is really gonna hurt. Now Arcade laughs, says you're just as crazy as the tabloids say you were. But his laughing is quickly interrupted by the gasping for air. Unable to breathe, he drops to his knees. And this is where Hank tells him that you're suffering from an overdose of venom. He had sent in a swarm of insects, shrunk them down small enough to hide in the oxygen and nitrogen molecules that you breathe into your lungs. Once there, they enlarged. They stung. You're not allergic, but if you don't get hit with an EpiPen, you are gonna die. So you have two choices here. Lower your force field. One, so I can inject you with the EpiPen. And two, of course, you have to stop attacking my friends. 30 seconds to decide. While he gasps for air, Arcade agrees. As all of our heroes get up and they recover, Thor missing most of his armor, waiting for it to regenerate. All of Arcade's technology deactivated, no longer having any power. Arcade is taken off the board. But one thing they all can agree on, they don't want to be a toy soldier for Arcade, for Korvac, for anybody. Then maybe they can use some of this tech from Arcade and find a way to get out of here. Or maybe some of this tech might be able to help us fight Korvac. So as Hank begins to look around and really start to try to find a way to win this, we pick up with Korvac. Right now, he's sitting down having a drink at a bar. But Korvac's not here to talk, he just wants to have a conversation. Because right now, several individuals on this Battleworld, they're refusing to abide to the terms set forth. They've banded together to oppose Korvac. United, they might be able to do so. Explaining his reasoning to this individual sitting before him, he says that he just wants to create a better world. But maybe he's wrong. Maybe things should remain as they are. This is when this person tells him to no, you're right. I know what it's like to mess up, to want nothing more to just change things. You got the power to do that. So I'm gonna go make the proper preparations. In return for the help, this individual is going to get the opportunity to shape their slice of the timeline when it all comes to be. This individual is none other than Starbrand. And that is where this issue will end. So not bad introducing the OG Starbrand. Our boy from the 1980s. Dude has like godlike infinite power limited only by the wielder's imagination. And at this point I am very interested to see what the hell they're gonna do against our OG Starbrand. Like they got some definitely heavy hitters here. But is that gonna be anywhere close to enough to take down our 1980s hero? Even with Warbird, with Thor, with Luke Cage. I guess the only thing that's actually gonna possibly help them here is gonna be Arcade's technology with the help of Hank Pym. His mind, that technology. He's probably gonna be able to build something that can tank some hits, at least from Starbrand. Maybe can even deal some hits to Starbrand. It's gonna be magic versus science. Technology versus the cosmic forces. Brain versus brawn. So far, Battleworld has been off to a great start, and I can't wait to see what Starbrand is going to be doing next. All of this obviously more than likely leading to the ultimate final battle against Korvac. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that's going on with Battleworld, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. That's going to get you caught up on everything that has been going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. This is like Patreon. It's got a bunch of different perks. It really does help out the channel. But if you can't do that, please do me the favor of subscribing to the channel, liking this video, hitting that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.